Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJO Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 season is on the air. Today's date is June 16th, 1969. We are at Comiskey Park for a nice American League matchup between the Seattle Pilots and the Chicago White Sox. The Pilots come into this game a record of 26-31. They are 5 games under 500, actually playing a little better than they actually did. The Chicago White Sox, pretty much one of the worst teams in baseball, a record of 19-36. And if I'm right, they are dead last in the American League West, and they are. The Pilots are actually in 4th place. The Oakland Athletics at this moment, with a record of 33-22, the A's are the only team with a winning record as well as leading the division in the American League West. So the Pilots is trying to stay where they're at, try to stay close to 500, make a run later in the year. The Chicago White Sox just trying to win a game. So that is what we're going to see tonight here at Comiskey Park. The White Sox historically won this game, though. The White Sox, 8 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. The Pilots, 3 runs, 8 hits, and 4 errors. So there were 6 errors in this game historically, so it must have been an ugly matchup between these two teams. So hopefully we will have a better matchup, but you never know what Inside Pitch has to say as these two get underway. I understand this is not a very enticing ball game to watch here on the network, but we still have to show these teams because we're only in the second schedule block. So probably later, this probably will be the final game we'll see of the White Sox. The Pilots, we're not entirely sure of. So who knows if we'll see the Pilots, again. But this is probably the last game with the White Sox. Phoenix Knight is first to join us here at Comiskey Park. As I said, not one of the better games I guess I'm showing on the network, but we're still showing everybody here for 1969. So let's get right to it. Starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox tonight is Billy Wynne. Don't know anything about him. 7 wins, 7 losses, a 4.05 ERA, 67 strikeouts, 42 walks in 69. We are at Comiskey Park. Pretty neutral, 141 home runs, -2 to strikeouts that year in that park. So if everybody is set and ready to go, let's just hope for a good baseball game tonight between one team that's trying to stay in the race and one team who's probably already out of it. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Pilots will be the second baseman, Tommy Harper, a .235 average, 9 homers, and 41 RBIs in 69. We're going to use blue, white, and blue dice. White Sox are the home team. As XESG2 joins us here at Comiskey Park, as we'll see how many people decide to show up for this one. Doesn't matter. I'm still playing it. So let's play it. Wynne, 1-6 against a righty. Strikeout, 12 is high. Harper, 6-1 against a righty. That's a ground out to second base. That'll get taken care of by Bobby Knopp. And he will grab it and throw it over to first. Next up is the right fielder, Mike Hegan, a .292 average, 8 homers, 37 RBIs in 69. First part of the opening ceremony. Yes, that is awesome. By the way, I am very proud of my girl Coco Gauff for being one of the flag bearers. Wynne, 6-3, walk 2. That will be ball 4. He will walk Hegan, and Hegan draws a walk. First walk given up by Wynne. Infield a double play. And now the left fielder, Tommy Davis, a .266 average, 7 homers, 89 RBIs in 69. Nothing on the strategy. Wynne will go ahead and pitch. By the way, Coco Gauff, who is one of the flag bearers at the opening ceremonies, the tennis champion, she lives right next to me in Delray Beach, which is only about 20 minutes from me. But I have yet to meet her, and I really look forward to doing that one day. Strategy roll. Nothing there. Wynne, a 5-3. That is a blank. Davis, 5-2, and that is a ground ball to third. 3-3-4. Second base pivot cannot +1, a 1-5. It's a double play, and they got it. Side retired. 5-4-3 double play, and nothing across except the walk for the Pilots. We will go to the bottom of the first. Cutter Historical and Jimmy Jam join us here at Comiskey Park. Starting pitcher for the Seattle Pilots will be Mike Marshall. 3 wins, 10 losses, a 5.11 ERA, 47 strikeouts, and 33 walks in 69. And you want to thank Brian B. for yesterday's Cubs victory. Oh, boy. Well, we'll see what happens tonight as we go to the bottom of the first. Leading off for the White Sox will be the center fielder, Tommy McCraw. 258 average, 2 homers, 25 RBIs in 69. Marshall, 1-5 blank. McCraw, 4-2, ground out to second base. Tommy Harper will make that play and toss it over. And now the shortstop, Luis Aparicio, Hall of Famer, you bet. 280 average, 5 homers, 51 RBIs in 69. After further review, and Steve Tower and Brian B. joins us here at Comiskey Park. No, Steve, I am not taking the congratulations on the 4-year extension by Tua, because I am not happy about that. Marshall, 1-4, wild pitch, ball 1. 1-3, strikeout, 17 will miss. Aparicio, 4-6, that's a base hit. He'll hit that one into right field. It's a single for him. 1 out, and now we'll see the right fielder, Carlos May, a 281 average, 18 homers, 62 RBIs. Infield is that double play. Yes, congrats in quotation marks, yes. He hasn't won anything, and he's not worth $200 million. No, he is not. Win the Miami Dolphins a Super Bowl, then we'll say he's worth it. Strategy roll. That's a 1. Aparicio gets the steal sign. He's going to go. 17 plus 2 is 19. The catcher is Jerry McNertney. His arm rating is a 0. So a 1-19, Aparicio will be safe. That is a 6, and he'll steal the base. Stolen base for Aparicio. Takes away the double play. Re-roll the strat, and he will stay put. Doug Hunt joins us here at Comiskey Park, or win a single playoff game. He's got to win more than just that. Marshall, 6-5, walk plus 10. That 12 is ball 4. So already Marshall in some trouble here in the first inning. And now the first baseman, Gale Hopkins, a 265 average, 8 homers, 46 RBIs in 69. Infield is a double play. David Vega joins us here at Comiskey Park. Nothing on the 11. Marshall, 1-5, that's a blank. Hopkins, 5-1, it's a fly out to left field. Going over there will be Tommy Davis. He will make the catch. Aparicio, BR4, hit the left -3, a 0 for an arm. Aparicio will take third on a 1, and he'll stay where he is. 2 outs, and now the catcher, Dwayne Josephson, 241 average, a homer, and 20 RBIs. Strategy, nothing on the 12. Runner still at first and second. Marshall, 3-6, error on a throw. Josephson, 3-4, that's a ground ball to third. That's a ground ball to third. Now the question is, on a ground ball to well, it's 2 outs. So a ground ball to third, and that ball is hit to Donaldson. His error rating is an 8. That is an 8. That's going to be a throwing error, but I'm going to roll to see what runners at first and second. I'm going to see where this ball was hit to. That is a 2, and that's hit toward the line. If double play or force, it would go 5-3. In that case, he's going to take the force out at third. There will not be a throwing error, and the inning is over. So that's just a ground ball to third to end the inning. No runs, a hit, and a walk, and a stolen base. And it will be And it will be no score after 1. That is the one. That's when you have runners at first and second to roll to see where it is. Since it was an error on a throw, I decided to see where the ball was hit to. If it was a 3-4 or a 5-6, there would have been a throwing error. But no score after 1. We go to the top of the second. I'm glad some people joined me tonight for a game that kind of meaningless between the Pilots and the White Sox, but I'm glad some people joined up tonight. Leading off for the Pilots will be the first baseman, Don Mincher, a 246 average, 25 homers, 78 RBIs, and 69. Wynne, 4-5, blank. Mincher, 2-4, fly out to left. Coming under that is going to be Bob Christian, and he will get the play. Next batter, the center fielder, Wayne Comer, a 245 average, 15 homers, 54 RBIs. Wynne, 5-6, possible error. Comer, 5-5, and that's not going to be an error. It's a slow hit ball to second base. That is picked up by Bobby Knopp. Comer's base running rating is a 4. The throw to first, and not in time. Comer will get there with a single. Infield hit for Comer. Here comes the second baseman, John Donaldson, a 228 average, a homer, and 19 RBIs in 69. Infield a double play. And nothing on the 11. Comer stays put. Wynne, 4-3, error on a throw. Donaldson, 1-3. That's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Bobby Knopp. His error rating is a 5. That's a 4, and he is going to make an error. Now, that will be a throwing error. Question is, where did the ball go? 2-2-3. Shortstop pivot is Aparicio, a 0. A 1-3, this would have been a double play. It is a 6. So that means the throw went to first. The first baseman is Gale Hopkins. His range is a 3. And he'll prevent the ball from getting past him, but the runners will be safe. So that is going to be an E4 on Knopp. First error on the White Sox. They had 2 of them in the game historically. So now runners at first and second for the catcher, Jerry McNertney. 241 average, 8 homers, 55 RBIs. First error on the White Sox. Strategy, nothing on the 18, although McNertney does get the bunt attempt, but he's swinging, of course. Wynne, 4-1, that's at the park. Comiskey Park, 4-5, and that is popped out to the catcher, and that's going to be Josephson behind the plate, and he's going to make the catch and foul ground, 2 down. Here comes the shortstop. Ray Euler, 165 average, 7 homers, 22 RBIs. Of course, remember the last time we saw the Pilots, they played a heck of a game against the Yankees. Strategy roll, nothing on the 17. Wynne, 4-4, strikeout 4, swing and a miss. Strikeout, and the inning will come to an end. First strikeout for Billy Wynne. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. Pilots don't get anything there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the White Sox is going to be the third baseman, Bill Melton, a 255 average, 23 homers, 87 RBIs in 69. Marshall, 2-6 against a righty, strikeout, 18 will be high. Melton, 1-6, fly to left. That'll be taken care of there by Tommy Davis. Here comes the second baseman, Bobby Knopp, a 224 average, 7 homers, 47 RBIs. Marshall with the pitch. Marshall, 1-4, wild pitch, ball 1. 2-2, error on a grounder. Knopp, 3-1. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to Marshall. His error rating is a 17. That's a 16. It's going to handcuff him. He will not be able to make a play, and Knopp is safe at first. That is an E1, and that'll be the first error on the Pilots. And they had 4 errors in this game in real life. So Knopp will reach first on the error by Marshall. And now the left fielder, Bob Christian, a .217 average, 3 homers, 16 RBIs. Strategy roll for Knopp, and he's going nowhere. Marshall, 2-5, that's a blank. Christian, 4-5, that's a fly out to right field. Going over there will be Mike Egan, and he will get that for the second out. And now the pitcher, Billy Wynne. He had a .122 average and 2 RBIs in 69. Strategy, nothing on the 4. Knopp stays where he is. Marshall, 4-1. Walk, 10 is too high. Wynne, a 3-4. That's a ground ball right to first base. That'll be handled by Don Mincher. He will take it to the bag himself and retire the side. No runs, no hits. There was an error. No score after 2. Glad you guys can join me for some Friday night baseball. Top of the third, leading off for the Pilots will be the pitcher, Mike Marshall. And actually, he's a better hitter than he was a pitcher. .259 average, a bomb, and 4 RBIs in 69. Wynne will go ahead and pitch. Wynne, 5-5, wild pitch, ball 1. 1-4, strikeout 13, that will miss. Marshall, 3-2, and he does get a base hit. That'll be a single past second, and Marshall leads off with a single. Mike Marshall clapping his hands. DH? I don't need no stinking DH. Infield a double play depth. Next batter is Harper. Harper's 0 for 1. Marshall, of course, not a threat to steal, and he'll stay right where he is. Marlon Price joins us here at Comiskey Park. Wynne, 1-2, walk plus 10. That 2 is an easy ball 4. And now Wynne is some trouble here in this inning. Second walk issued by Wynne. And the next batter is Hegan. Hegan walked his first time up. Strategy, nothing on the 7. Wynne will go ahead and he will pitch. Wynne, 2-1. That is a blank. Hegan, 1-6. That's a power hit to left field. That's a 15, and against a righty, that's going to be good enough. That's going to be a triple for Mike Egan. Marshall will score. Harper will score. Hegan goes to third. Pilots have a 2-0 lead. Stadium groans. 2 RBI triple for Mike Egan puts the Pilots ahead. And now the batter is Davis. Davis 0 for 1. Infield coming in. Still nobody out here on the top of the third. Clee baseball fan joins us here at Comiskey Park. Strategy, nothing on the 7. The infield will be in. Wynne, 4-6. Hit by pitch. 5. Plunk. Ouch. He does hit him. Davis will trot to first on a hit batter. First hit batter of the game. And now here's Mincher. Mincher is 0 for 1. They're going to keep the infield in. Strategy, nothing on the 12. Wynne, 6-2, walk 12. And that is ball 4. And the bases are full of Pilots. Another walk issued by Wynne. The batter now is Comer. Comer got a base hit his first time up, and they're going to still keep the infield in, hoping for a home to first double play. Strategy, nothing on the 13. Wynne looking on at Comer. The fans here at Comiskey Park, the ones that showed up for a team that's 19-36, still hoping for a good pitch. Wynne, 2-2, walk 15, and that is ball 4, and he'll walk in a run. stadium groans. So Mike Hegan will come in to score on ball 4 by Billy Wynne. And it is now 3-0 in favor of the Pilots. Another walk. Next batter is Donaldson. Still nobody out here in the inning. Donaldson reached on an error his first time up. Just saw something you don't see in MLB in 2024, a squeeze bunt, granted a safety squeeze, but still, hey, it can happen. Infield's going to stay in. Strategy, nothing on the 5. Wynne will pitch. Wynne, 6-6, that's a blank. Donaldson, 5-4, that is a ground ball to the shortstop. 2 is the double play rating, nothing, of course, from Barry Wynne. Okay, so it's a 2. Davis's base running rating is a 1. So a 1 or a 2, it's a home to first double play. It is a 4. So the throw goes home to get Davis, but everybody else is safe. So they do get the fielder's choice at the plate, as that 4 was higher than the 1 anyway. So they do get it. So they do get an out on a field, and that is a fielder's choice. But now there's 1 out. The batter now is McNertney, and he's 0 for 1. Bases still loaded for Wynne. 3-0 in favor of the Pilots. Strategy, nothing on the 16. Wynne will pitch. 4-3, error on a throw. McNertney, 5-4. It's a line drive to short. Now that's caught by Aparicio for out number 2. Bases are loaded. The error rating is a 16. The error number is a 16. Aparicio's error rating is a 6. So there's not going to be a throwing error, but on a 1, 2, or 3, it's going to be a double play. It is not. All the runners get back, 2 down. So we'll line out to short. Aparicio will not throw the ball. And now here's Euler, and Euler's 0 for 1. 2 outs now. Strategy, nothing on the 13. Wynne will pitch. Wynne, 5-5. That's a wild pitch. 13, nope, ball 1. Wynne almost wild pitched in a run. Wynne, 6-5. That's a blank, not tired. Euler, 6-1, and it's a fly ball to center field. They'll get out of it a little bit. Tommy McCraw will go ahead and get it. He'll make the catch and retire the side. The Pilots do send all 9 to the plate. 1 run, 2 hits, 3 walks, 1 hit batter, but they do strand the bases, but they are ahead 3-0 here, going in the bottom of the 3rd. Leading off for the Pale Hose will be Tommy McCraw. He's 0 for 1. Marshall, 5-2. That is a pitcher result. That 9 is going to be too high. McCraw, a 5-4, and that is a ground out to short. That'll get taken care of by Euler, and over to first it goes. Next up is Aparicio. Aparicio is 1 for 1, got a base hit and a stolen base. Marshall, 1-1, walk, 9. He'll walk Aparicio, and Aparicio will be on first again. And that is the second walk issued by Marshall. It'll bring up May. May walked also. Infield double play. Aparicio is not going anywhere this time. Marshall, 3-3 at the park. Comiskey Park, 3-2. That's a power hit to center field. That's a 20, and that's going to be too high. It'll stay in the park. Center fielder Comer will make the catch. 2 down. Fly out to center, and that was a 20 on a power hit to center, but May just got under that, 2 away. And now the batter is Hopkins. Hopkins is 0 for 1. Aparicio on at first. Strategy, he'll stay put. Marshall, 1-5, blank. Hopkins, 1-1, and that's a ground out to second base, taken care of there by Harper. He's going to throw to first to get Hopkins, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the walk, 3-0 in favor of the Pilots. Jeremy Brooks joins us here at Comiskey Park. Top of the fourth, and it will be Mike Marshall leading off for Seattle. And he got a base hit his first time up. Wynne, 1-3 against the righty. Strikeout, 15 is high. Marshall, 2-1. This time it's a fly out to right. That will be caught by Carlos May, one away. Next batter is Harper. Harper is 0 for 1 with a walk. Wynne will pitch. Wynne, 5-2, range play at the park. Comiskey, 2-3. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. That's hit to Luis Aparicio. His range is a 4. He's got it. Nice play by Aparicio. And he will toss it over to first for the out. Two away. And the batter now is Hegan. Hegan got a triple his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Craig Scarborough joins us here at Comiskey Park. Wynne will go ahead and pitch. Wynne, 4-2. Pitcher result, the 18 is high. Hegan, 5-2. That's a ground ball to second base. That'll get taken care of by Knopp. And he will toss it over and retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pilots as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Since Craig Scarborough is in the chat, I would just like to mention that he is working with Chris Davis on something concerning inside pitch. But that is all the spoilers I will give you. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Leading off for the White Sox will be Dwayne Josephson, and he's 0 for 1. Marshall with the pitch. Marshall, 2-3. Against the righty, that's a single past the pitcher, and it's a base hit. Josephson will go ahead and hold it first. And the batter is Melton. Melton is 0 for 1, and I do wish, by the way, Craig, that everything works great. Josephson at first base, and nothing happening there. Marshall will pitch. Marshall, 2-2, error on a grounder. Melton, 4-2. It's a fly out. That's a fly ball to left field, and that will be grabbed by Tommy Davis. Here comes Knopp. Knopp reached on an error his first time up. Josephson, that is a 4. He stays put. Marshall, 1-3, strikeout. 20 is high. Knopp, 4-1, and that's flied out to center. Wayne Comer will backtrack a bit, but he's got plenty of room. And now here's Christian. Christian is 0 for 1. Josephson on at first. Strategy, nothing on the 19. Marshall, 3-1 against the righty. Strikeout, 12 will be high. Christian, 6-2, and that's grounded out to short, taken care of there by Euler. And he's going to throw to second to get Josephson, and the inning will actually come to an end. No runs and a hit for the White Sox. 3-0 in favor of the Pilots after 4. We go to the top of the fifth. Leading off for the Pilots will be Tommy Davis. Davis got hit by a pitch his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Wynne, 4-4. Strikeout, 5. That's going to be high. Davis, 6-3, and it's a base hit. He'll hit that one past the shortstop, and the Pilots have a man on. Next up is Mincher. Mincher 0 for 1 with a walk, infield double play. Davis had 20 stolen bases, and he stays put. Wynne, 3-2. Home run chance. Lefty. 1-10. The 2 is good against a righty. Mincher needs a 20. Well, I guess there's no need to roll the dice on that one, right? Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Don Mincher. Stadium groans. Billy Wynne pitches Mincher an absolute grapefruit, and he turns that into fruit salad. And it's 5-0 in favor of the Flyboys. And the next batter is Comer. No, Brian Bean, not quite. Double switches stink. Comer is 1 for 1, single and a walk. Still nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Wynne, he'll stay out there. Wynne, 1-4 against a strikeout, 16 is high. Comer, a 6-6. It's a ground out to short, handled by Aparicio, and he will hold the first. It will be an out. And now here's Donaldson. Donaldson is 0 for 2, but reached on an error. Wynne, 3-3, error on a grounder. Donaldson, 4-6. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Gale Hopkins. His error rating is a 5. That's a 20. He collects it. Billy Wynne will come over, and Hopkins will toss it to him for the out. G3-1. And now here's McNertney, and McNertney's 0 for 2. Wynne, he'll go ahead and pitch. Wynne, 3-4. That is a home run result, but McNertney needs a 4 against the righty. The 13 is high. McNertney, 3-2. He hits a deep fly ball, though, to left field. Going back for it is Bob Christian. He's at the track. He's at the wall, but he will have just a little bit of room and make the catch. 2 runs, 2 hits, a 2-run bomb by Don Mincher. And the Flyboys have a 5-0 lead now. Let's see here. Going to the bottom of the 5th. Leading off for the White Sox is the pitcher, Billy Wynne. And he can pitch to 28 batters. He will be tired. That's going to be it for him. They will yank him out now. So the White Sox have seen enough, and they will go ahead and yank him. And coming on to pinch hit for the White Sox is going to be Walt Williams, a .304 average, 3 homers, 32 RBIs. So now bottom of the 5th here, Pilots with a 5-0 lead. Marshall, 1-2, range play. Williams, 5-5. That's a ground ball to first base. That ball is hit to Don Mincher. His range is a 4. And nope, that's going to be a base hit, and that's going to be a single. So Williams will go ahead and get the single. Hit for Williams. The batter now is McCraw. He's 0 for 2. Infield double play. Strategy rolls are still on, and Williams will stay where he is. Marshall with the deal. Marshall, 4-3. Wild pitch. That 17 is too high. Ball 1. Again, 1-6. That's a walk. That 7 is high. McCraw, 1-4. That's a power hit to left field. That's an 8, and that's going to be a double. Well, let's score Williams. Base runner 4. On a double to left, -1, a 1-3. Williams will score, and he will. And the White Sox are on the board. Tommy McCraw with an RBI double, and it's now 5-1. And next up is Aparicio, and he's 1 for 1, a single and a walk. Infield is back, still no one out here in the bottom of the 5th. Strategy, nothing on the 4. McCraw stays where he is. Marshall, 1-2, range play. Aparicio, 2-1. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Ron Euler. His range is a 4. That's a 5. He can't get it, and that's a base hit. McCraw, base running 3. That will be fast enough. He will score. It's 5-2. So here come the White Sox. RBI single by Aparicio. Now the batter is May. Badger and Birdmouth fan join us here at Comiskey Park. Infield at double play, but now it's a 5-2 ball game. Aparicio, 24 stolen bases. That is a 5. He gets Carlos May. He does get the hit and run, but May has got good home run power. They will swing normally. Marshall, 4-4, blank. May, 1-2, and that's ground out to short. 3-2-3. Second base, pivot Harper 0, a 1-3. It's a double play. They got it. 2 outs. 6-4-3 double play kind of dampens the rally as May grounds out there. Next batter is Hopkins. Hopkins is 0 for 2. 2 outs now, but a 5-2 ball game now. Marshall, 5-4, blank. Hopkins, 5-4, and that's flied to right. And Mike Hegan will get to that and make the play and retire the side. 2 runs, 3 hits for the Chi Sox. Pilots still have a 3-run lead, though, 5-2 after 5. Top of the 6th. Leading off for the Flyboys will be Ray Euler, and he is 0 for 2. White Sox need a pitcher, and they're going to go ahead and bring out Dan Osinski. 5 wins, 5 losses, 2 saves, 3.54 ERA. So Osinski coming up here, and he can pitch to 5. We'll see how long he can. We'll see how long he can go as we start the 6th. Osinski will go ahead and pitch. Osinski, 5-3 against a righty. That is an automatic out. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. That'll be handled there by Bill Melton. And the throw goes to first for the out. 1 down. The next batter is Marshall. He'll bat. Osinski will deal. 2-1, blank. Marshall, 6-5, ground out to short, taken care of there by Aparicio, 2 away. Here's Harper. Harper is 0 for 2 with a walk. Osinski sets up and deals. 3-3, that's a blank. Harper, 5-1. That's a line drive right to first. That's gloved by Hopkins, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go the Pilots. Wow, bringing in Dan Osinski was such a great move here by the manager here. I tell you, you don't see managing like this on the other channel. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Leading off for the Pale Hose will be Dwayne Josephson, and he's 1 for 2 with a single. Marshall will pitch. Marshall, 3-6. 3-6, error, throw. Josephson, 5-4 against the righty. It's a ground ball to third base. That ball is hit to Donaldson. His error rating is a 3. I'm sorry, it's an 8. That's a 16. He won't make an error. He'll throw it to first anyway. And that's out number 1. Next up is Melton. Melton is 0 for 2. Marshall, 1-6, walk, 20, no. Melton, 5-5, fly to left. And Tommy Davis will get to it and make the play for the out, 2 away. And now here's Knopp. Knopp is 0 for 2, but reached on an error. Philip Reynolds joins us here at Comiskey Park. Marshall, he'll go ahead and pitch. Marshall, 4-1, walk 3. That will be ball 4. He will walk Knopp. So gives up a walk to Knopp. Now Marshall is tired. And let's see what they're going to do here. Christian will bat next. But Marshall says he can get it done. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. 5-2 in favor of the Pilots. Strategy rolls are still on. And nothing happening on the 12. Marshall will go ahead and deal. Marshall, 3-1 against the righty. Strikeout. The 14 is high. Christian, 2-4. And that is a ground out to short. Handled there by Euler. He'll take it. He'll go ahead and run over to the bag and tag and force out Knopp, and the inning is over. Nothing across except the walk. Still 5-2 Flyboys after 6. Top of the 7th. Osinski can still pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. They're going to let him pitch here. And leading off for the Pilots will be Mike Hegan. And he is 1 for 2, a triple and a walk. 5-2, favor of the Pilots. Osinski, 5-4, strikeout, 20 is high. Hegan, 1-5, and against the righty, it's a ground out to second base. And that is taken care of by Knopp. And over to first it goes. Now Davis. Davis is 1 for 2, a single, and got hit by a pitch. Osinski, 5-5, pitcher result. The 19 is high. Davis, 2-5, and that's a base hit. He'll hit one into right field. That will be a single. Second hit of the game for Davis. Osinski is tired. They will let him pitch to Mincher, who hit a bomb his last time up. He's 1 for 2 with a home run and a walk. Infield double play. Strategy. Nothing on the 5. Mincher gets the hit and run, but why would you do that? He can hit home runs. Osinski will pitch. 6-3. That's a blank. Mincher, 5-2, popped out to first base, and that's in foul territory, actually. Hopkins is going to go beyond the line, but he will make the catch for the out. And now here's Comer. Comer, 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Davis on first, and he gets the steal sign, and he's going to go. 16 minus 1 is 15, and the catcher, Josephson, has a 0 pivot, 0 arm, on his way. A 1-15, Davis is safe, and he is. Davis steals second base. First stolen base for the Pilots in the game, now puts him in scoring position. Re-roll the strat, and this time he stays where he is. Osinski will pitch. Osinski, 1-5. That's a range play at the park. Comiskey Park, 1-5. It's a base hit to right field, but it's a range play for Carlos May. And he was awful. His range is a 1. Does he channel his inner Greg Luzinski? No. That's going to be a base hit to right. Davis with 2 outs, a base runner 4. Single to right, a 0. So a 1-4, Davis will score. And he does. Davis comes in to score. Comer coming around, trying for second. A 1-4, he is safe. And he'll hold. He'll go back to first. But that's an RBI single for Wayne Comer. And it is now 6-2 in favor of the Pilots. Stadium groans. Next batter is Donaldson. Donaldson is 0 for 3, but reached on an error. That will be it for Osinski. Yeah, whoever that manager who decided to keep Osinski in, that was just I'm pretty sure he works for the other channel. I'll have to fire him. Probably infiltrated this channel. New pitcher coming in for the White Sox. And we may actually see a double switch coming on to pitch for the White Sox. And boy, their bullpen is horrible. Is going to be Cisco Carlos. 5 wins, 4 losses, a 5.38 ERA. Cisco Carlos will come on to pitch. So we'll see what happens with him. We may see a pinch, may see a double switch here. Carlos coming in, and maybe not. Maybe not. They got plenty of... they're not going to be a double switch. He'll just come in. So Cisco Carlos is going to come in to pitch. He'll pitch to Donaldson. 2 outs here, now 6-2. Strategy rolls are now off. Carlos, 6-1. Against the lefty, it's a base hit right past the pitcher and up into the outfield. Comer will reach third because he's pretty fast. So a single for Donaldson. It'll bring up McNertney, and he's 0 for 3. Still 2 outs, top of the 7th. Carlos will pitch to McNertney. Carlos, 1-5. That is a home run chance, but the 9 is too high. McNertney, 5-1, and that's a ground ball to short, handled by Aparicio. He's going to throw to first to get McNertney, and that will end the inning. 1 run, 3 hits, and a stolen base, but the Pilots do add to their lead. A 6-2 lead here. And we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Tomorrow night we will be back at RFK Stadium. And we got a good matchup in the American League as the Baltimore Orioles will take on the Washington Senators. Dave McNally will be going for the Orioles, and Jim Hannon will be going for the Senators. That will be tomorrow night's game on the channel at RFK Stadium. The O's and the Sens. Hope you'll join us for that one tomorrow. That could be a pretty interesting game here on the network. Bottom of the 7th, Pilots have a 6-2 lead here against the Pale Hose. Mike Marshall is tired. They're going to see if he can get him to get through the inning. We're going to see a pinch hitter for Cisco Carlos. And pinch hitting for the White Sox is going to be Ken Berry. 232 average, 4 homers, 18 RBIs. So Berry will go up against Marshall as we start the bottom of the 7th. Marshall, a 2-2 error on a grounder. Berry, 1-5. Nope, that's going to be a fly ball to center field, and that'll be caught by Comer. 1 out, and here it comes McCraw. McCraw is 1 for 3 with a double. Marshall, a 5-3. That's a blank. McCraw, 2-4. Base hit. Hits a single past second base, and he'll hold it first. Second hit of the game for McCraw. And now here's Aparicio, and he's 2 for 2, 2 singles and a walk, and stole a base. Infield a double play. Strategy rolls, of course, are off. Marshall, 2-1. Strikeout 1. Cold strike 3 on Aparicio, and he can't believe it. He's a 3, -2 makes him a 1. That is a 1, and he can't believe it. Struck him out by Mike Marshall, and believe it or not, that is the first strikeout of the game for him. 2 down. And now here's May. May is 0 for 2 with a walk. McCraw on it first. Marshall, a 3-5. That's at the park. Comiskey Park, 3-3. It's a base hit. He'll hit that one into left field. It'll be a single. McCraw, base runner 3 with 2 outs becomes a 4. Single to left -2. A 1-2. McCraw will get to third. He won't. He'll hold at second base. So now runners at first and second. And the batter is Hopkins. Hopkins is 0 for 3. They say, Mike, can you go ahead and get me one more out? I said, I'm going to do the best I can. Yes, you're right, Jimmy Jam. The White Sox in the 60s were really not that great. McCraw on at second, May on at first. Marshall trying to get out of this inning. 6-2 in favor of the Flyboys. Marshall, a 3-1 against the lefty walk, and that 11 will be ball 4, and the bases are full of Chi Sox. And the batter now is Josephson. And the question is he going to bat? And I'm going to say yes, he is. Josephson's going to bat. The bases are now full of pale holes. Josephson 1 for 3. And that is going to be it for Marshall. He could not get the last out, so he will come out of the game. And he will believe he was due to bat second in the inning, but the Pilots will go to the bullpen. And let's see, coming on to pitch is going to be Jim Bouton. Jim Bouton. 2 wins, 3 losses, 2 saves, a 3.94 ERA. Bouton's job is to get 1 out. So Jim Bouton coming on to pitch to Josephson here. Josephson has a little home run power, but Comiskey Park hard to hit 1 out. When will the Cubs be back on the channel? Not until the 3rd schedule block. I do not have the Cubs scheduled until after I'm done with it. Don't worry, you'll see the Cubs again because they're on top of the division. So you'll definitely be seeing more of them. So Bouton will go ahead and pitch to Josephson. Fans here at Comiskey Park hoping for a big hit. Bouton, 1-3, strikeout 9. That will be high. Josephson, 1-4, and it is a ground ball to second base. That'll be handled by Harper, and he's going to throw to first to get Josephson, and the inning is over. No runs, 2 hits for the Pale Hose, and a walk. A chance for them goes by the board. Still 6-2 Pilots. We go to the top of the 8th. Leading off for the Pilots is going to be Ray Euler. He's going to bat because he's very good at shortstop. Cubs need a pitcher. And they're going to go with Gary Bell. 2 wins, 6 losses, 2 saves, a 5.31 ERA. Bell will be pitcher number 4 for the Pale Hose. So Gary Bell will pitch to Euler. Top of the 8th, 6-2 favor of the Pilots. Bell, 6-4, walk 12, and that's ball 4. He walked him. So he walks Euler. Jim Bouton is the next batter. They're going to pull him back, and we'll see a pinch hitter for him. And it is going to be Gus Gill, 222 average, 17 RBIs. So Euler on at first, infield double play. Gus Gill pinch hitting for the Pilots. Bell, 2-4. Strikeout 1. Got him. Struck him out. He goes ahead and gets Gill. 1 away. And now here's Harper. Harper is 0 for 3 with a walk. As Double D joins us here at Comiskey Park. Bell will go ahead and deal. Yes, Bell was a pilot early in the season. Correct. I just moved him actually last night. Bell, 2-4, strikeout 6, swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. Yes, Bell was a pilot early in the year. Correct. Here is Hegan. Hegan is 1 for 3, a triple and a walk. Euler, don't worry, you'll see the Mets a lot too. Euler on it first. Bell will pitch to Hegan. Bell, 6-3, wild pitch. Ball 1, the 18 is high. 4-5, that's a walk plus 10, and that 7 will walk them. So now runners at first and second for the Pilots. Another walk given up by Bell. Next up is Davis. And Davis is 2 for 3, 2 singles and got hit by a pitch and stole a base. 2 men out, top of the 8th, 6-2 Pilots. No, I use Action PC Baseball, not Digital Diamond. Action PC is a lot easier to use. Bell will go ahead and pitch. Bell, 3-3, error on a grounder. Davis, 3-3, that is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Luis Aparicio. His error rating is a 6. That's a 14. He won't make an error. He'll get it. He'll throw to second to force out Hegan, and the inning is over. Nothing across except a couple of walks. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Leading off for the White Sox will be Bill Melton, and he's 0 for 3. He's flown out the left all 3 times. Pilots need a pitcher, and coming on to pitch is going to be Bob Locker, and they might call up, see if he can get the saves. Bob Locker, 5 wins, 6 losses, 10 saves, a 3.12 ERA. Locker is pitcher number 3 for the Pilots. Luton does get a hold. So Melton will now go ahead and bat against Locker. 6-2 Seattle. Locker. 4-3 against the righty. It's a blank. Melton. 4-6. It's a fly out the left. Coming under that will be Tommy Davis. And Bill Melton has flown out to left all 4 times. 1 out. Don't see that often. Here comes Knopp. Knopp is 0 for 2, reached on an error and walked. You're playing the pilot season right now. Oh, cool. So Locker will pitch. Locker, 5-2, walk 2. That's ball 4. He'll walk Knopp. And now the batter is Christian. Will we see a pinch hitter for him? Christian, though, a very good fielder. I'm going to say no. Nope, they're going to let him bat. So Christian will stay out there. He'll bat. Infield a double play depth. Locker trying to go ahead and get another out here. Locker will deal. A 2-1 against the righty. It's a blank. Christian, 4-5, and that's flagged to right. Mike Hegan will come in a bit and get it for out number 2. Pinch hitter coming in for Gary Bell as he'll be done. As he is done for the game. And we'll see a pinch hitter for the White Sox. And coming on to pinch hit will be, will be Ed Herman. 231 average, 8 homers, 31 RBIs. Ed Herman will pinch it against Locker. Still 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th inning, 6-2 Pilots. Knopp on it first. Locker, 2-5. That's a walk, and that's ball 4. He walked him. So another walk given up. And now runners at first and second. And the batter is McCraw. So now Locker having problems with some batters. McCraw's 2 for 4, a double and a single, and still 2 outs. Locker can still pitch to 2 more before fatigue. They're 22 and 23. Interesting, because the record for the Pilots on this so far is 26 and 31. For some reason, a lot of people think the Pilots were horrible. I don't know. They seem to play better than you think. Knopp on at second, Herman on at first. Locker will try to pitch. 5-2, walk 1, and that is ball 4. And once again, the bases are loaded. So Locker right now having major control issues. And that'll bring up Aparicio. Aparicio is 2 for 3, 2 singles and a walk. Locker will pitch to him. He's not tired yet. He will be after Aparicio. But once again, the bases are loaded for the White Sox. Another chance for the Pale Hose. Locker looking in on Aparicio. Here comes the pitch. 3-2. Range play at the park. Comiskey Park. 5-6. It's a single plus to right field. That ball is hit to Mike Hegan. Hegan on his way after it. His range is a 2. Nope, it's going to be a base hit. Knopp will come in to score automatically. So will Herman. McCraw goes to third. Aparicio trying for second. He's got to try for second. His base running rating is a 4. Right fielder Hegan, a 0 arm, a 1-4. Aparicio takes second, and he does. It's a 2 RBI double for Aparicio. It is now 6-4. So the White Sox get a couple back and are back in this game. The next batter is May. That's going to be it for Locker, as he just can't get it done. And the Pilots will go back to the bench. We'll go to the bullpen again. And coming on to pitch is going to be Jason O'Donohue. 2 wins, 2 losses, 6 saves, a 2.96 ERA. Oh, sorry, not Jason. John O'Donohue. I don't know why I say Jason. John O'Donohue will be pitcher number 4 for the Pilots, trying to get out of the jam. He will pitch to May. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Now it's a 6-4 ball game. Fans here at Comiskey Park, the ones that are still here, hoping May can come through. Strategy rolls are back on. And nothing on the 5. O'Donohue will pitch. 1-2. Strikeout 1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he goes ahead and gets May and out of the inning. 2 runs, though, on 1 hit and 3 walks. But it's now 6-4 here after 8. Top of the 9th. Leading off for the Pilots will be Don Mincher. He is 1 for 3, a home run and a walk. White Sox need a pitcher. And they're going to go ahead with their main closer, Wilbur Wood. 10 wins, 11 losses, 15 saves, a 2.99 ERA. He will be White Sox pitcher number 5. And his job is to keep it 6-4. So Wood will now pitch to Mincher. Wood, 2-5, range play. Mincher, 1-4. It's a single to left field, but it's a range play for Bob Christian. His range is a 4, and he's got it. 1 out. Nice play by Christian, and that becomes a fly out to left on a heck of a play out there. Here's Comer. Comer is 2 for 3, 2 singles and a walk. Wood will deal. Wood, 4-1, wild pitch, ball 1. 4-1, wild pitch, ball 2. 3-1, error on a grounder. Comer, 2-6. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to the shortstop, Aparicio. His error rating is a 6. That's a 13. The throw goes to first for the out. And here comes Donaldson. Donaldson is 1 for 4, singled and reached on an error. And now 2 outs. Wood, he'll go ahead and pitch. Wood, 1-6. That's a blank, not tired. Donaldson, 2-2. That's a power hit to center field. That's a 14, and against the lefty, John Donaldson will wind up on third, and that is a triple. So he keeps the inning alive with a triple and a chance for the Pilots to get some insurance. Here comes McNerney, and he is 0 for 4. How are the Mets doing? Just fine. Just fine. The Mets are only a couple of games out of first behind the Cubs and the Cardinals in the National League East. They are doing just fine. They're right where they need to, right where they're supposed to be. Donaldson on at third. Wood will pitch to McNerney, 2 outs. Strategy rolls are off. Wood pitches. 4-4 against a righty. It's a blank. McNerney, 1-2, and he pumped it up to second base. And that's going to be Knopp getting to that. He'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit. A triple by Donaldson, but they couldn't do anything with it. Pilots have a 6-4 lead. But will we see some ninth inning magic? John O'Donohue is going to stay on the mound. He can still pitch to 4 batters. Leading off for the Pale Hose will be Gale Hopkins. And he is 0 for 3 with a walk. And I believe it's the first time I've seen him here as Chuck Rawlings and Baseball with the Demos joining us here at Comiskey Park. John O'Donohue will go ahead and he will pitch. O'Donohue, 1-3 against the lefty. It's a blank. Hopkins, 1-3. It's a base hit to center field. And the White Sox start with the man on. Single for Hopkins. It'll bring up Josephson. Josephson, 1 for 4 with a single. Infield is a double play. Strategy roll. Ours off. O'Donohue will pitch to Josephson. Fans here at Comiskey would still like to see a nice win here for their White Sox. O'Donohue, 2-1, strikeout 3. And nope, that just missed. Josephson, 3-4, and it's a ground ball to short. 3-4-5. Second base, pivot Harper, 0. 1-5. It's a double play, and they get it. 2 outs. 6-4-3 double play as Josephson grounds out into that rally killer. And now the last chance for the White Sox will be Bill Melton. And he is flied out to left field all 4 times. Bringing in John O'Donohue was a great job here by the manager here at Comiskey Park. You know, you never see managing like this on that other channel. O'Donohue will go ahead and pitch to Melton. Fans here at Comiskey Park hoping for something. O'Donohue, 2-5, strikeout, 18 will miss. Melton, 3-6, and against the lefty, he keeps it going, and that's a base hit past third. Melton keeps it alive. He gets his first hit. The next batter is Knopp. Are we going to see a pinch hitter for him? And the answer is yes. Knopp will be brought back. He will be brought back. They will take him out. And coming on to pinch hit for the White Sox is going to be Don Pavlich. 245 average, 6 homers, 33 RBIs. But he's got home run power against lefties. They will need a second baseman if the game goes any further, which looks like it'll be Ron Hansen if the game goes any further. Yes, Pilots are a juggernaut. Break up the Pilots. Melton on at first. O'Donohue trying to get the game over with. They're going to let him pitch. Pavlich is up there. He's very good against the lefties. But I think with a 2.96 ERA, I still think you go after him. 2 men down. 6-4 Pilots. O'Donohue looking in on Pavlich. Strategy rolls are off. O'Donohue will pitch. 4-5. Yeah. 4-5. Yeah. That, of course, would be the roll I would get. That would be the roll I would get. 4-5. Against the righty, it's a home run result. Against the lefty, Pavlich needs an 18. That's a 4. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Tie game. Stadium cheers. Yay! I don't know what the great managing was. Leaving John O'Donohue was a great, but what a great management call by bringing in Don Pavlich. Bringing in Don Pavlich to go up against John Donahue. What a great management call. You don't see managing like this on the other channel. Tie game tied at 6. With 2 outs. Game of the year candidate. And that's not the first time we've had that happen this season. The next batter is Bob Christian. He's going to bat. Now tied at 6. O'Donohue will pitch to Christian. O'Donohue actually is tired. They're going to let him finish it out. O'Donohue. 5-1. Walk plus 10. That's a 3. It's ball 4, and that's it for him. O'Donohue coming out of the game. He walks Christian. We'll see a new pitcher for the Pilots. And it's going to be Diego Segui. 12 wins, 6 losses, 12 saves, a 3.36 ERA. O'Donohue blows the save. Segui is now pitcher number 5. Christian at the plate. We'll see a pinch hitter for Wilbur Wood. And it's going to be Pete Ward. 246 average, 6 homers, 32 RBIs. So Pete Ward will pinch hit. Christian on it first. Diego Segui trying to get the game into extras now. I mean, the great managing of leaving the pitcher in? No, the great managing of bringing Don Pavlich in. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't see managing like this on that other channel. Christian on it first, 2 outs. Diego Segui now pitches a Ward. Fans at Comiskey Park are alive. Strategy roll. Nothing on. That is a 1. Christian gets the steal sign. He's going. 2 plus 1 is 3. 20 plus 1 is 21. And the catcher, McNerney, is 0. The only way he's out is on a 20. And he's safe. Christian steals second base. And now he's on second. And re-roll the strategy again. And that's a 20. Segui turns and fires to second. And Christian will get back. So now the winning run is in scoring position. Diego Segui will now pitch to Ward. And here comes the pitch. Segui, 2-2, strikeout 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And once again, we've got free baseball. Free baseball here. Get your free baseball. 2 runs on 3 hits, stolen base, a walk, and a 2-run bomb by Don Pavlich. And we're tied at 6. Hansen's going to come into play second for the White Sox. 3-11-0, not much of a change. So Ron Hansen will come into play second base for the White Sox. And we're going to the top of the 10th. I don't know. Is this the third consecutive extra inning game? I don't know. I don't think last night was. I know last night was extra innings, I think, wasn't it? I have to look. Let me see. Is this the third consecutive extra inning game? Last night's was. The Mets San Francisco game was not. So no, this is the second straight extra inning game. But we go to the top of the 10th, tied at 6. Leading off for the Pilots will be Ray Oyler, and he is 0 for 3 with a walk. White Sox need a pitcher, and they're going to go with, they have only 3 pitchers left in the bullpen before going to starters. So that's going to be Gary Peters, who actually is in the bullpen for this game. He will come on to pitch. Gary Peters, 10 wins, 15 losses, a 4.51 ERA. Peters is pitcher number 6. Ghost runners still not activated yet. Ray Oyler will go up against Peters here, and the top of the 10 tied at 6. Peters will pitch. Peters, 2-2, strikeout, 17, cold strike 3 on Oyler, got him. He gets him on a called strikeout, 1 down. Pinch hitter for Diego Segui. No, he is going to bat. He actually has a batting card, and we're going to let him bat. So we're going to bring in Diego Segui. He has also a lot of batters he can face. And I know I have a batting card for him. I just got to find it. Diego Segui will come on to bat. A 148 average and 5 RBIs. And he will bat. The pitcher spot is 1 for 4 for the Pilots. So here's Diego Segui. He'll swing. Peters, 2-1. That's a range play at the park. Comiskey Park. 5-1. It's a ground ball to first. The ball is hit to Gale Hopkins. His range is a 3. That's a 6. And that's going to be a double for Diego Segui. And he's going to wind up at second base. Segui hits a double right past Gale Hopkins, and the go-ahead run is at second base. Wow, what great managing to allow Diego Segui to bat, and he claps his hands. DH? I don't need no stinking DH. Now the batter is Harper. Again, you don't see managing like this on all those other channels. Harper is 0 for 4 with a walk. Segui on at second, 1 out here. Go ahead run. Peters will pitch to Harper. Strategy rolls are on. And nothing on the 4. Peters will go ahead and pitch. Peters, 6-4 against the righty. It's a blank. Harper, 5-2. And that is a ground ball to second base. That'll get picked up by Hansen. The throw goes to first, and Segui goes to third. Ground out to second. It'll now be up to Hegan, and Hegan is 1 for 3, a triple, but walked twice. Tied at 6 here, top of the 10th. Again, the Pilots in another extra inning game. Remember the one against the Yankees also. Matter of fact, did they also lose that game on a big-time bomb in the 9th inning? I got to look at that. Peters will go ahead and pitch. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 18. Peters will pitch. Peters, 1-4, strikeout 12. That will miss. Hegan, 4-4, and it's a line out to short. The inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Pilots. And we go to the bottom of the 10th. I believe the Pilots, I think they lost that game the same way. Hold on a second. Let me just check the record on that one. Well, no, the Pilots scored 6 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning against the Yankees in that Sunday game for May 14th. So that's what happened there. That's right. Mercer hit 3 homers. Diego Segui will continue to pitch. Tommy McCraw leads off for the Chi Sox. He is 2 for 4, a single and a double. I'm glad this is Friday night. I do not work tomorrow. Segui will pitch. Segui, 2-4, walk, 17 is high. McCraw, 6-6, he grounds out to short, and that'll be handled there by Euler for out number 1. Here's Aparicio, and he is 3 for 4, a double and 2 singles and a walk. Segui, 6-4, error on a grounder. Aparicio, 3-6. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to John Donaldson. His error rating is an 8. That's a 4. It's going to handcuff him, and Aparicio will be safe. And that is an E5, and that is the second error on the Pilots. They had 4 of them in this game, historically. Infield double play. The batter now is May. May is 1 for 4, a single and a walk. Aparicio had 24 stolen bases. He does not get any here. He will stay there. Segui will go ahead and pitch. Segui, 1-2, strikeout. 16 is high. May, 2-3, and it's a ground ball to short. 3-2-3. Second base, pivot, Harper, 0, a 1-3, it's a double play. No, Aparicio thrown out at second. May will make first, out number 2. Fielder's choice. Now the batter is Hopkins. Hopkins got a single for his last time up, which started the rally in the 9th. 9th inning magic strikes again. Pilots were leading at 1.6-2. No lead is safe at inside pitch. Hopkins will bat. May on at first. Strategy. And nothing on the 4. May stays where he is. Segui will pitch to Hopkins. Segui, 6-1, strikeout, 12, no. Hopkins, 2-5, and that is a fly ball to left field. Tommy Davis will get to it, make the catch, and retire the side. No runs, no hits. There was an error. And we've got more free baseball coming up. Still tied at 6 after 10. We go to the top of the 11th. Gary Peters. He can pitch to one more batter before he tires. They're going to let him pitch. Tommy Davis leads off for Seattle here. And he is 2 for 4, 2 singles, and got hit by a pitch. Peters will go ahead and pitch. Peters, 4-2, strikeout, not with that 20. Davis, 3-2, and it's a line out right to first. That's grabbed by Hopkins. 1 away. Peters is now tired. They'll let him pitch still. And the next batter is Mincher. Mincher had a bomb in the game. He is 1 for 4, with also a walk. Peters, 3-1, strikeout, 14 is high. Mincher, 1-2, and that's a single. He'll hit that one past first. And Mincher gets his second hit of the game. And here comes Comer. Comer is 2 for 4, 2 singles and a walk. Infield is at double play depth. They're going to keep Peters out there. Mincher on it first. Strategy, nothing on the 12. Peters will go ahead and deal with Comer. Fans here at Comiskey Park hoping Peters can go ahead and get it done. Peters, 2-6. That is a base hit past the pitcher up into the outfield. That'll be a single. Mincher will hold it second, Comer at first, and Peters is done. That is a fatigue result, and he has to come out of the game, and the White Sox will go back to the bullpen. And they're going to go ahead and bring out Jerry Nyman. 4 wins, 4 losses, a 5.26 ERA. And Nyman is now pitcher number 7 for the White Sox. Runners at first and second here in the top of the 11th. Next batter is Donaldson. Donaldson is 2 for 5, a triple, a single, and an error, and reached on an error. Jerry Nyman will go ahead and pitch to Donaldson. No, I can't do a runner double D because I'm in extras. I don't want to waste the batters. So Mincher on at second, Comer on at first. Nyman will pitch to Donaldson. Strategy, nothing on the 6. Nyman sets up. Fans here at Comiskey Park hoping for a good pitch. Nyman, 4-4. That is a range play. Donaldson, 4-2. It's a fly ball to right field. Going after that is Carlos May. And again, he was awful. His range is a 1. Does he channel Greg Luzinski? No. And that's going to be a single for John Donaldson. Will it score Mincher? Base runner 2. A single to right is a 0. So, because Donaldson does have, because May has a -1 arm. So Mincher, a 1-2, he will score. He doesn't. He holds at third, but the bases are full of flyboys. So the bases are loaded. And the batter is Jerry McNertney. McNertney is 0 for 5. Infield is going to play in. They got to turn the double play. McNertney, though, has a high double play rating. Tied at 6, top of the 11th. Jerry Nyman trying to get out of this jam. Mincher was held at third base. Nyman will go ahead and pitch to McNertney. Strategy, nothing on the 11. Nyman will pitch. 6-6. That is a walk plus 10. And against the lefty, believe it or not, that becomes a 15. That's a 17. He does not walk him in. But McNertney will swing. 4-5, and that's a power hit to center field. That's a 9, and against the lefty, that's going to be a double for Jerry McNertney. Mincher will score. Comer will score. Double to center. Donaldson, base runner 3 plus 1, a 1-4. He will score. He does. McNertney turning around second. Trying for third, a 1-2. He'll get there. He does it. He holds it second. Bases clearing double by Jerry McNertney. 9-6 Pilots. Stadium barfs. Blech. A 3 RBI double by McNertney puts the Pilots ahead 9-6. And the batter is Euler. Nyman's going to stay out there. Now a 9-6 game. Infield is back, but still 1 out here in the top of the 11th. Euler is 0 for 4 with a walk. Nyman will pitch. 3-2. Strikeout plus 10. 17 will get him. Struck him out. 2 down. And now the question is, do you let Diego Segui bat? I think you do in this case. He can pitch to 5 more batters before he tires. So coming on to bat will be Diego Segui for the second time. And he got a double his last time up, so he's going to bat. McNerney on at second. And Nyman will pitch to Segui. 2 outs now, top of the 11th. Nyman, 1-4. That's an automatic out. And it will be a fly ball to center field. Tommy McCraw will get it. Makes the catch. Inning over. 3 runs, 4 hits for the Pilots. 9-6 as we go to the bottom of the 11th. Diego Segui can pitch to 5 more batters before he tires. As we go to the bottom of the 11th inning, Dwayne Josephson will lead off for the Pale Hose. He is 1 for 5. Segui will go ahead and pitch. Segui, 6-4, error on a grounder. Josephson, 2-3. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Tommy Harper. His error rating is a 12. That's an 8, and he won't make a play, and Josephson is safe. That's an E4 on Harper, and that is the 3rd error on the Pilots. And they had 4 errors in the game historically. So Josephson is on at first on an error. Next batter is Melton. Melton got a base hit his last time up. He's 1 for 5. Strategy rolls are off. Segui will pitch. 4-5. That's a blank. Melton, 6-1. That's a power hit to right field. That's a 14. And against a righty, that's a double to right. Josephson, base running 1. Double to right, -1. He will hold at third. And now the tying run is at the plate. And coming on to bat is going to be the new second baseman, Ron Hansen, a .259 average, 2 homers, 22 RBIs. Infield is going to play back. The runners on base don't mean anything, but they got to get an out. Segui will go ahead and pitch. Segui, 2-2, strikeout, 10 will miss. Hansen, 2-5, and that's a ground ball to short. That ball is picked up by Euler. The throw's going to go to first for the out. Josephson will come in to score. Melton, he will stay at second base. He does not go to third, but it's now 9-7. So the run comes in on a grounder to short. Next batter is Christian. And no pinch hitters. Woody Held is the last batter I have on the bench for the White Sox. And I got to save him for the pitcher. So Bob Christian will come on to bat now. He is 0 for 4 with a walk. 9-7. Christian does have home run power. Melton on at second. Strategies are actually still off. Segui will pitch. Segui, 5-1, strikeout 5, got him. That is a big K. 2 outs. Jerry Nyman is due to bat. Let me look at his batting card just for the heck of it. He does have a batting card, and no, he's not batting. That's going to be it for Nyman. And the last batter on the bench for the White Sox is going to be Woody Held. 143 average, 3 homers, 6 RBIs. Segui still got to be careful with him. Pitcher spot for the White Sox is 1 for 4, a single and a walk. Melton on at second. Segui trying to get the win here. He'll be tired after held. Fans here at Comiskey Park hoping for a good hit. Segui will pitch. 4-6. That's a pitcher result, and against the righty, a 1-7's and out. The 14 is high. Woody held 3-6, and it's a fly ball to left field. Getting over there is going to be Tommy Davis. He takes a few steps in, puts out his glove, block, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. Pilots will win this in 11, 9-7. Stadium groans. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, but the White Sox will come up a little short, and the Pilots will get the win 9-7. They'll go to 27-31, and the White Sox drop to 19-37. Another exciting game here on the network, and another exciting game featuring the Seattle Pilots, and we may see them again. I don't know about the White Sox, though. But that is a big win for the Pilots. Final line score coming up. For the Pilots, 9 runs, 14 hits, 3 errors. For the White Sox, 7 runs, 12 hits, and 1 error. The winning pitcher is Diego Segui. He's going to get the win. The loss goes to Jerry Nyman, and no save. Wow, what a win here for the Pilots. And they'll take the victory here any way they can get it. But we are still not done. 10-minute ticker is next. These extra inning games really kill me. They really, really do. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Pilots will get the win, a 9-7 win over the White Sox. Let's see how the rest of the majors do. June 16th, Boston at Cleveland. Red Sox, 1463, and that's 8. Indians, 654, and that's 5, a win for the Bo Sox. Oakland and Kansas City in a doubleheader. Athletics, 1255, 6 runs. Kansas City, 526, 2 runs. Oakland takes game 1. Athletics, 1041, that's 4. Royals, 954, and that's 5, and they'll split the twin bill. California at Minnesota. California, 056, that's 4. Twins, 1522, and that's 3, and that's a win for the Angels. Tigers and the Yankees. Tigers, 656, and that is 5. Yankees, 066, that's 6. And that was the only way they can win the game outright without going to extras. Yankees get the win. Astros and the Braves in a doubleheader. Astros, 462, and that's 5. Atlanta, 562, that is also 5. They go to extras. Houston rolls a 5 plus 0. Atlanta rolls a 4 plus 2 is 6. Atlanta will get the first win. Astros, 1166, that's 10. Braves, 1352. and that's 6. That is a win for the Stros. They split the bill. Padres and the Dodgers. Padres minus 236. That's 1. Dodgers 945. That is 4. It's a win for the Dodgers. Cubs and the Pirates. Cubs 1054. That's 6. Pirates 1111. That's 0. That's 0. It's a win for the Cubs. Reds and the Giants. Reds 2124. That's 4. Giants 1735. And that's 5. And that will be a win for the Giants. Expos and the Cardinals. Expos 712. That's 0. Cardinals 925. And that is 3. That's a win for the Redbirds. June 17th. Boston at Cleveland. Boston 1426. That's 4. Indians 1031. And that's 3. It's a win for the Bo Sox. California at Minnesota. California 1156. And that is 6. Twins 824. And that is 2. And that is a win for the Angels. Tell you right now, Minnesota underachieving a bit this season. But it's still early. Detroit at the Yankees in a doubleheader. Tigers 516, that's 1. Yankees 623, that's 2. They win the first one. Tigers 1145, and that's 5. Yankees 316, and that is 1. They'll split the twin bill. Baltimore, Washington. Orioles 1363, and that's 8. Senators 336, and that's 2. A win for the O's. Astros and the Braves. Astros 953, and that is 5. Braves 1123, that's 3. It's a win for the Stros. Padres and the Dodgers in a doubleheader. Padres minus 333, and that is 1. Dodgers 1125. That's 3, a win for the Dodgers in the first one. Padres 531, and that is 2. Dodgers 926, that's 3, and the Dodgers take both. Mets and the Phillies in a doubleheader. Mets 1356, and that is 7. Phillies 621, that's 1. Mets take the first one. Mets 836, and that's 3. Phillies 711, that is 0. And the Mets have a double happy recap. Cubs and the Pirates get in a doubleheader. Cubs 831, and that is 3. Pirates 953, and that is 5. It's a win for the Bucks in the first one. Cubs 12-12, and that is 1. Pirates 11-33, and that is 4. That's a win for the Pirates, which means the Mets gain full 2 games on the Cubs. Reds and the Giants. Reds 7-26, that's 2. Giants 14-14, that is also 2. They will go to extras. Reds roll a 1, plus 1 is 2. Giants roll a 6. That will be plus 0. The Giants will win that game. Expos and the Cardinals. Okay, Brian B. Expos 0. Expos and the Cardinals. Expos 0-34. That's 2. Cardinals 11-43. And that's 5. And another win for the Redbirds as the Mets and the Cardinals, who are right behind the Cubs, are getting closer. June 18th, Seattle at the White Sox in a doubleheader. Pilots 12-32, and that's 4. White Sox 11-64, that is 8. They win game 1. Pilots 16-14, and that is 2. White Sox 17-44, and that is 6. And the White Sox take both games. Boston at Cleveland. Red Sox 10-32, that is 3. Indians 11-15, that is 2. It's a win for the Bo Sox. Oakland at Kansas City in a doubleheader. Athletics 12-56, that is 7. Royals 7-31, and that is 2. A win for the A's. Athletics 13-16, that is 2. A's 4-13, and that is 0. And the A's continue to own the American League West, and they right now are the only team with a winning record in that division, and of course they lead the division. California at Minnesota. Angels 5-23, that is 2. Twins 12-45, and that's 5. Twins get the win. Twins, who actually won that division in 1969, got some catching up to do. Detroit at the Yankees. Detroit 10-51, and that is 5. Yankees 8-35, and that is 3. That's a win for the Tigers. Baltimore at Washington. We have these two tomorrow night. Orioles 13-26, that's 3. Senators 7-56, that's 5. A win for the Sens. Astros and the Braves. Astros 10-51, and that's 5. Braves 9-13, and that's 1. That's another win for the Stros. Padres and the Dodgers. Padres 1-15, that's 0. Dodgers 11-62, that is 7. Win for the Dodgers. Mets and the Phillies. Can we have 3 happy recaps tonight? Mets 8-65, and that is 8. Phillies 1-53, and that is 3. And my Mets win all 3 games with a happy recap. Cubs and the Pirates. Cubs 10-56, and that is 6. Pirates 11-54, and that is also 6. They will tie. Cubs roll a 5, plus 0 is 5. Pirates roll a 6, plus 0 is 6. The Pirates beat the Cubs. The Cardinals and the Mets are breathing down their necks. Reds and the Giants. Reds 16-24, that is 4. Giants 17-32, that's 5. A win for the Giants. Expos and the Cardinals. Expos 7-44, and that is 4. Cardinals 11-51, and that is 5. And the Cardinals continue to win. Wow, the National League East is getting very interesting. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be June 19th. We will be at RFK Stadium as the Baltimore Orioles take on the Washington Senators. Dave McNally will be going for the Orioles, and Jim Hennon will be going for the Senators. Good matchup tomorrow night. Should be pretty good. Join us tomorrow. O's and the Sens, McNally and Hennon. Be there or be square. David Vega, Brian B., Phoenix Knight, XESD2, Chuck Rawlings, Double D, Baseball with the Demos, Jimmy Jam, Clee Baseball fan, Craig Scarborough, and let's see here, Badger and Bournemouth fan, and let's see, After Further Review with Steve Tower, Doug Hunt, of course, Marlon Price, Cutter Historical. I think I got everyone. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. I think this game deserved it. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Seattle Pilots fly away with the Chicago White Sox. In 11 innings, they win it 9-7. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.